Welcome to Redacted, a show about video games and video game-related things. I'm Sean. This week I have EJ.
Hello.
Sean.
Hey.
And Lucci.
Hi.
Lucci being remote, there's a little bit of a delay.
Awesome.
Womp womp.
So, we're going to be doing game releases for March 31st. EJ, you've got those?
Yes, I do. For the PS4, we've got Axiom Verge, MLB 15 The Show, which is also going to be out on the Vita and PS3. Tokaiden Kiwami, which is also going to be out on the Vita. Paperbound, which is also going to be out on the PC. And for the Xbox One, we've got Neverwinter and RBI Baseball 15. Ooh. And for the PS3 and the 360, we've got Ultimate Stealth Triple Pack and Ultimate Action Triple Pack. What
are involved in the triple packs? Does it say?
No.
That's
okay. That's all the title.
It's just a triple pack. Cool. Awesome.
Great.
And for PC, we've got The Spatials, Gurumin, A Monstrous Adventure, Dead or Alive 5, The Last Round, nice. Gravelon, A Pixel Story, and Sims 4 Get to Work.
People still play The Sims?
Assuming that's the expansion pack.
Oh, it's big. It's still big.
And for the Thritis, we've got Story of Seasons. I have no idea.
Is that any relationship
what in the hell
Legend of
that
Zelda
is.
Oracle of Seasons?
No.
Oh.
No. I'm assuming not.
Hopefully.
Well, we'll start out coming hot off of the game releases. We'll go into Xbox Games with Gold for April. Looks pretty nice.
It's pretty impressive. I thought last month was good.
Well,
last month was very good.
They've got two games will be on discount for the Xbox One and for the Xbox One it'll be Pool Nation FX and Child of Light.
Those are the free ones for Xbox
Sweet.
One.
Those are the free ones for the Xbox One.
Yes. Nice.
Okay, you lied to me earlier.
Well, I thought. Never mind.
Filthy liar.
It's
happened.
You thought.
Ooh.
That was the problem.
Child Light, here I come.
And then,
yeah, right.
And then for Xbox 360, it'll be Terraria, Gears of War Judgment, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, and Army of Two: The Devil's Cartel.
And I believe the first half of the month is Assassin's Creed and Terraria, and the second half is Gears of War and Army of Two.
I'm going to have to remember to go and download all of those.
Yeah.
All 6 games.
It's going to be awesome.
They're starting not to suck as bad.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like that they and it was really a personal opinion. I think PS4, the PlayStation in general, started twisting their arm because they had a good a good solid AAA title giveaway for a long time before Xbox really.
Absolutely.
They would release AAA
enacted
titles months after they had them, as opposed to what Games for Gold was when it started, which was like 3 years after they came out.
One of the first Games for Gold that came out, and I remember this, was Halo 3. It came,
I remember that
and
too.
it was like 2012 or 2013 that hey, we're giving away this game from 2007.
Wasn't the first one Fable 2?
I was still in high
I think
school
it was,
when that game came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. So I remember standing in line for that one. I got the Halo, the Master Chief.
Is that the one you have
Helmet?
upstairs?
Yeah, the full helmet.
I've got the
Right
same
on.
thing.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
I still want to take a couple of those helmets.
Yeah.
Because when I used to work in the gaming industry in a company that used to get like a lot of refurb stuff, and we would refurb them and sell it. So we had a ton of those helmets lying around.
Right.
I always wanted to take them and like paint them and like mount, like put them on like hunter mount placards and sell
that'd be
them.
awesome.
That would be
that'd
super
be
sweet.
hilarious.
It would be kind of cool if you did one that was like those Mexican sugar skulls as like a Master Chief helmet.
That
would be sweet.
That
That could
would
be
be
super,
really
super dope.
cool. That's trademarked now.
Yeah.
It's trademarked now.
That's fine.
Now it's trademarked.
All
We
right,
have it
Now
on
it's
tape.
trademarked
No,
again
cool.
on the Echo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the last couple of months, I've really started to step up Games for Gold not sucking. Like,
Well,
occasionally
yeah.
you get, like, Halo Reach, and then you'd get, what was another good one a couple of months ago? I don't even remember.
Since I've got my Xbox One, I haven't taken advantage of Games with Gold. It's weird. I used it a lot.
Xbox
when-
One hasn't really had the
they
releases.
haven't had a whole lot. If I can recall, even any Games for Gold up until just recently. I mean, it's been out for a year
Last
now.
month was awesome. Last month was the Tomb Raider reboot and Bioshock Infinite.
That's right. I forgot about BioShock Infinite. I PlayStation beat them to the punch, and I already had it for the PlayStation, and I'd already bought it on super deep discount for a Steam sale.
I love that game so much.
Oh God, I need more time to play it, and now I have that. But I need to get back into it.
BioShock Infinite was my first trek into any of the BioShock games.
Oh my God, I put so many hours into the first one.
Well, then after I got that, I got the box set of the two, like the Rapture edition of 1 and 2, and they were still fantastic games, but nothing was quite as amazing.
They hold up. They definitely hold up
for sure. But Infinite was just such a cool, weird.
I borrowed a friend of mine's copy of Infinite and never beat it because he wanted it back, and I was at the end of the game.
Oh
my god!
So now I can do that.
Yeah,
because I absolutely downloaded it.
What a tease!
Infinite is excellent. I really enjoyed BioShock more than any, though.
The first one.
The first
one was,
the first one.
I think the second one was the weakest of the.
The second one was the weakest. It was good, but
there's another developer did it.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was still 2K.
It was. I think it was like a sub developer.
Okay.
2K was the publisher.
It was like Warner Brothers Montreal. WB Montreal doing Arkham
I was just going to make that analogy.
Yeah. No, but the second one was definitely the weaker out of the three. But the first one, the aesthetic, the storyline, the depth was just so.
Would you kindly?
What's that?
Would you kindly?
Yeah, exactly. That whole
amazing, dude.
It was so good. The first time I came up against a Big Daddy, I probably crapped my pants.
Oh my god,
it was terrifying.
It's you all of a sudden you're running.
And I have to say, like, the reveal of the Big Daddy wasn't nearly the reveal of the Handyman in Infinite. Mm-hmm. I understand, like, obviously the Handyman is the predecessor to the Big Daddy, but it didn't have the same gravitas.
It really
the Big Daddy did.
No,
Because they were so ominous, you could hear them coming, but you never knew where they were.
Yeah, and what was it? The Robo Washingtons. I can't remember what they were actually called.
Patriots.
The Patriots.
Yeah.
Right. Again, it was kind of the same thing. It's like, but at that point too, you kind of have to. You're in the same genre. You're in the same game type. At that point, you're expecting it to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And there was a little more lead up there. They announced themselves a little better. But yeah,
I love their voice track. It's so amazing.
Oh god,
the BioShock games have always been so immersive.
Oh yeah,
especially for a first-person shooter.
Yeah.
Like the first one in Infinite, especially. It's because they just kind of threw you into a world that was absolutely fully developed and falling apart.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think that was the coolest part was that you get there and in both games you arrive at this place and you're like, what the fresh hell is going on?
Yeah, really.
It's amazing.
Speaking of games that have some really in-depth immersion, Elite Dangerous.
Oh yeah.
Now Elite Dangerous when that came out in November, when it actually had, because there was a beta, there was like a beta release for it for a while. It was like a Kickstarter. So there were early access people that had access to it, and when it finally launched and went live, the developers, I can't remember what the name of the developers are now.
For Elite Dangerous was I don't remember.
Yeah,
I'm super helpful.
I'll have to check that out. But what they did is they started running contests. The first person to hit Elite Dangerous status in the game, because there's a whole ranking system.
Yeah, so what does that entail? Reaching Elite Dangerous?
A lot of
Frontier Developments.
Yeah, Frontier Developments. Yeah, thank you. A lot of grinding. It's really it's a space MMO sort of game.
Okay.
Space combat.
It's a space sim.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
You have a ship. You fight. You can trade. You can explore.
As you level up your character, level up your ship, you also level up your ranking.
Okay.
So they have different ranks. Obviously, one of them's like mostly harmless, that sort of thing. But when you get to the point of Elite Dangerous status, what they were doing is the first person to hit that was going to get 10,000 British pounds, which in American currency is about $15,000.
Oh wow!
And they just gave that away.
Wow.
Just recently. So it came out in November, and they just announced
four winners.
Three
or four.
So if they gave out $15,000 or whatever British pounds that ends up being
four winners. Oh, okay.
What did they give to the people who donated to the Kickstarter?
The game.
Yeah. The Kickstarter had its own incentives, like most Kickstarters do. But I bought the game like the second week it was out. So, and unfortunately, I wanted to go for that. I just didn't have the time.
Right.
Even if you had the time, looking at these numbers, I don't think it's possible.
No, probably not. I would have just been grinding that game.
Yeah, it was like $5,000 to 3 of the single category award winners, and then 10 to the first guy who got all 3.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
I feel like any game where I have to laboriously grind out anything, I regard that game as broken. I have such little time to actually play video games.
It's a different style of gameplay, and
right?
That's the thing. That's the biggest issue I've had with Destiny lately. I walked away from Destiny for a while. Now I plan fully.
I haven't played it.
I'm going back, but yeah, it's just one of those things where I didn't have the time to. It got to the point where to get to level 30. What's the cap right now? 33?
Two.
32?
32.
Yeah, 32. Nodding your head is going
As
to
he just
sound
nods
great.
instead of talking.
Yeah, the current level cap is 32.
You
I
guys
had-
already said it. I was just confirming it for you. I didn't think you needed the delay confirm.
Anyway, the current level cap being
Participate.
32. I was stuck at 29 for so long, and it just got to the point where I wasn't getting decent armor and random drops, and I just had to, after the Dark Below update, I needed to just grind out Vanguard points to get a decent chest plate and a decent set of boots and a set of gloves, because I was working off of a set of pre-Dark Below raid gloves.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You get certain gear during the raids.
Well, obviously, I know
yeah.
how games work.
But I was working. The level of gear was a little different.
Yeah.
Raids versus all that. But then the Dark Below changed all the way all the gear works essentially.
Okay.
Call it a bottom quarter gear set.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was working
I do
off
get
of a
that.
chest plate that came out that was out of an event that came out like the third week the game was out.
Okay.
And I was reusing that because I couldn't get anything better.
Right.
And the game got so grindy for me, I had to walk away. I've got a little more time now, so I'll probably go back to raiding with the group.
Yeah.
True.
On Tuesdays when it resets.
I've always said any game that has that little content that requires that much grinding should never have been released to begin with.
Agreed. I mean, anything that pads the storyline that much. I've always been
Doesn't
a very
even pad the
story-driven
story.
guy.
Unfortunately, as much as I like the game, there's not the storyline. It's got double the story Titanfall does, but that's not really saying much.
Right.
Titanfall had no story.
Yeah.
What do you
Exactly.
mean, giant robots isn't a story?
You get a tutorial and the loading screen cards, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, no. Supposedly, you play all the maps in a certain order, and that's how you get the story.
Go to hell.
yeah.
No, it's
Yes, that's ridiculous.
for a $40
love it,
game.
but
I
I
would have
have-
agreed.
332 characters. So my points are invalid in this. I understand all of the
Well, here's the thing. Well, part of
hate,
the problem I
or
have.
not even really hate, but
Yeah, but part of the problem I have with it is that it became so grindy. It was
Impeding the gameplay.
it was impeding. It was impeding my enjoyment of it because I couldn't get one character to 32, and a lot of it was based off of just random drops or doing nothing but grind out that gear, and that's where I had to walk away. It failed to be a game. It
I
became another
absolutely
job.
agree. I went through now the latest raid gear. The hardest thing to get is a helmet. I have 3 characters. I've completed the raid at least 15 times. I've gotten 1 helmet for one of the 3 characters.
I'm sorry, are you saying helmet?
Helmets.
Helmet.
Helmet.
Yeah, you gotta give him a little bit of
He's
leeway.
Russian.
He's in the South.
Oh, that's all right, man.
Fuck off.
So
Sorry, man. I was born in Florida. I'm technically Southern.
speaking of fucking off,
I was born in raid, just basically where you're sitting.
yeah,
Oh,
Oh,
right.
that's your
no, he's from up here.
your segues are on form.
So the recent announcement, there was a Zelda TV series supposedly in the works
For Netflix.
for Netflix. Nintendo apparently calls bullshit.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Does it really surprise anyone?
Surprise.
no,
It doesn't surprise
look
anyone,
But
but
look
The
at the
way
history.
Nintendo runs their business, does it really surprise?
After
a single
Super Mario
person?
Brothers,
Nintendo's
after
a
the
business?
abortion that the movie Super Mario Brothers was, you could understand them being
No, the hesitant. I get that.
Yeah.
But
that's why I didn't believe it when I first read it.
But Super Mario Brothers came out in an era where nobody knew how to take intellectual properties and do something
Also, video games
They
are
still
such
barely do.
video games
Wow.
are such a new art form.
Marvel.
And the story,
Said barely.
let's face it, the story for the original Super Mario Brothers was rather thin. But you're looking at a
And
different,
LSD fueled.
well, yeah, but you're looking at a different era of gaming. I mean, you're
Right.
talking about a hobby that was literally still in its infancy for the mass
2D
of
side
people.
scrolling
Yeah, exactly.
Still holds up.
So no, it does. But
absolutely does.
the husband and wife couple that directed and rewrote and reshot,
I've read those stories.
they didn't understand that story in the first
God.
place, so they were just shoehorning in whatever they felt would look visually good,
Right.
with no concern as to how any continuity. Again, not that there was probably a whole lot of continuity initially, but it would kind of be like changing plumbers to carpenters. Like anyone who doesn't play the game and doesn't have that sort of love, it wouldn't matter. But like to someone who's really into the game, that would have been kind of a pain in the butt.
Right.
You know, it would have been an insult. But no, back to the Netflix thing. That does, yeah,
It doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
No, yeah, that was just. There were so many people with so many hopes.
Oh yeah,
for that. It just Nintendo. It's
because Nintendo.
It's because Nintendo. Yeah.
But I feel like a Legend of Zelda show could really work and be really cool. I mean, in a time where Game of Thrones is a thing, you could do a gritty,
that's the
cool
thing. Whoever
Zelda show.
I guess whoever came up with that BS
excuse
story.
me, princess.
Go to hell. You leave your CD shit out of here. Get out of here.
Worth it.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, that whoever came up with whatever that story, wherever that story originated, was trying to tout it as a family-friendly Game of Thrones.
I'm so tired of people trying to emulate Game of Thrones. I love Game of Thrones. The books are amazing.
But what I'm saying is, like, okay, so if they did Legend of Zelda in the style of Game of Thrones, that could be awesome.
It could work. It could be awesome. But on the other hand, it could look like Josh Kirby Time Warrior.
I'm unfamiliar with the reference.
I'm going to the Wayback Machine.
The way back in the long ago.
I smell toast. I don't.
Are you having an aneurysm?
Oh my god, it's like Ishtar. I don't. Oh my god, I'm going down a bad movie hole. Oh god, no.
All right, pull up, man. Pull up.
Okay.
I got a podcast to do.
Oh, anyway. Yeah, no, it's just one of those things where if it was done right and it was done well, it could have been done well. The problem is Nintendo would have had to keep their grubby little fingers out of it, and you can't,
which they're never going to do.
No,
because
you can't get enough creative control to do something well if Nintendo doesn't understand it. And
I agree.
And Nintendo doesn't understand a lot of things.
Anything that happens outside of their corporate office.
Yeah.
I mean, Nintendo gave us Pokemon, and what the fresh hell is going on there? Really?
Pocket Monsters gave us Pokemon, or whatever the hell the company is, and Pokemon's awesome.
Pokemon is awesome, but when we're not going to be the first people to sit here and deconstruct Pokemon.
Pokemon
it's
is
absolute,
so after my time.
utter insanity.
You say so after my time. Like 3 or 4 years isn't that much.
How old are you?
Old enough that was after the time frame that I would have been interested in it in the least.
We were
Longest
finishing
answer
high
other than a
school
number.
when it was starting.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
When did you guys graduate?
98.
Oh, shit. You guys got me by about 10 years.
I still demand my Pokemon MMO.
Yeah.
I will never stop.
my God.
Never stop demanding that, and it's never going to
Kickstarter,
happen.
we're
I
coming.
would settle for a console RPG.
That's on your list, like a good cyberpunk
anything
FPS
beyond Deus Ex.
RPG. I mean beyond Deus Ex, because you bring that up every time.
I do.
And you're right. That is the bar. But I want a Ghost in the Shell or a Shadowrun.
You can look
version of
forward
that.
to the Ghost in the Shell movie game.
No, I can't. I can't believe you said that with a straight face. Get out.
What do you mean? You don't like licensed movie video games?
Who does?
I mean-
out of every movie game ever made,
Scott Pilgrim was the
I
best.
like 2.
Yeah, no, there have not been.
What are those two? I'd like to know.
Scott Pilgrim
Alien Isolation?
and what was it?
yeah, that
was an Isolation
Super
was
Empire
really good.
Strikes Back.
Oh, right. That was
Well, I guess
awesome.
any of the Star Wars games would technically fit.
Sort of.
No, that actually had the name of the movie.
All right.
But moving on.
True.
So there was Twitch had a little problem over the last week.
Yeah.
They done got compromised.
Yeah, they apparently there was some sort of attack. What was it? Maybe Thursday or Friday, if I remember correctly. Anyone who has an active Twitch account got an email stating, "Hey, there may have been some weird."
It was Monday.
Was it Monday?
So it was Tuesday when we were up in the office.
That's right.
We all tried to log on to Twitch.
Yeah, so it was Monday or Tuesday. They sent out mass emails to all of their. It sounds like all of their users. What happened was they were saying, hey, the email I got anyway said there may have been some odd activity on your account, so we reset your password and disabled all of your connections like YouTube and Facebook, all that stuff. They apparently went through like a massive hack. A lot of stuff was protected but the password reset was a security thing.
Right.
I'm a Turbo user, so I got a slightly different email stating that they may have gotten part of my
It was
credit card
information.
but they don't. But they only
Right.
use truncated credit card.
Gotcha.
They don't say
IP
those
of the
on
last computer you logged in at.
Yeah, IP. Yeah. Let's see, what was it? Most recent IP address to access Twitch. Certain biographical details, if provided. Email address, password, limited credit card information. So yeah, it's bad. They're not sure. Twitch hasn't come out and really commented on it yet, but they're not sure what the attack was meant to do. It could have been just a basic hacker attack, or it could have been actually something with some malice behind it. Like data farming.
Right.
But yeah, that was fun.
It's so weird that we live in a time where like that's like a real present threat. You know what I mean?
The majority of people live on the internet one way or another. I mean,
right.
It's.
I mean, I think like I always say like I work in the mobile industry, and like I keep saying like if there's a way for me to have my actual ID on my phone, God, would I jump at that? I would.
Well, they've got Apple Pay coming out. They've got
I have
Square,
Apple Pay. It's
Square
amazing.
Cash. Yeah, well, you've got the 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apple Pay is fantastic.
I need to upgrade to the 6
Do it.
soon. But yeah,
I'll hook you up.
Yeah, cool. But yeah, no, it's just one of those things where like there's so much of our day-to-day lives now are accessible over the internet,
Right.
and it's a risk you run now, and you just have to be more adept at protecting your butt.
Right.
Yeah, but hopefully that's not anything major because I got to start live streaming more often.
Yeah.
Twitch TV /evil teddy bear 1D. For anyone who wants to watch me be really, really bad at video games.
Who doesn't love that?
Lucci, you want to plug your channel?
Lucci Dono at anything.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat. I'm Sherrison Ford at literally everything. Literally everything.
That's right. I think I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah.
Sherrison Ford. That's awesome.
Yeah, I have it on everything. It's fantastic.
Yeah. And most of
I'm going to be angry if ever we become popular enough that somebody takes my name on things.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Get it all now.
Yeah, I locked all that shit down on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Gmail.
Dude, make a Tumblr.
Xbox.
Oh, yeah.
Don't use it, but make it.
New stuff. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the new stuff. Like whatever new thing comes out, I'm gonna go and try to register my name one day and go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this out there. I don't think anything is going to pass Facebook like we lost MySpace and Zanga. I really don't. I think Facebook is so deeply ingrained in everything.
Yeah.
That I don't think it's going anywhere.
I want it to.
So do I.
I can't.
I think
Facebook is the goddamn worst.
It is. I think it hit at just the right time
It did.
where it's
Well,
not
and it
going.
It was savvy
anywhere.
enough. It was savvy enough to get in on the ground floor of a lot of different things, and
Yeah.
it's integrated into a lot of different
Yeah.
things. And for God's sake, they own Instagram, you guys. Instagram.
Yeah, but at this point, there's so many people that aren't so ingrained in it that are on Facebook. That just out of sheer usage, it's not good because like my grandmother's not gonna get off of Facebook for whatever Instagram, LO, whatever.
Right.
Because she already has Facebook and she barely uses that, but she has it. She might use it.
Really quick, I want to dovetail into: aren't parents and grandparents the goddamn worst on Facebook? I hate.
I'm not actually
Being
friends with
friends.
it. I'm not actually friends with my
It is-
parents or
You are
grandparents on
so
Facebook.
lucky.
It is
It's
hilarious,
It's
though.
funny, but like,
It's funny when it's not you.
well,
Oh, it's
that's the
hilarious.
thing.
It's absolutely hilarious.
Like when they look at comments as if they're like the direct, like the personal message
Yeah, like it's not public.
feed. Yeah. Oh God.
It's like a text message,
my
right?
grandmother understands they're public.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Well, she does. Yeah.
That sounds like there needed to be an
Last
incident.
Father's Day, she sent out a message to all of Facebook congratulating all of her grandsons who have and grandchildren and great grandchildren for having great grandchildren, and for all of her other grandsons who do not have kids yet, we're not getting any younger.
Good Lord.
Magnificent.
Your grandmother's a G,
Which
dude.
was namely my brother and I and like 2 other cousins.
Great.
And what if you don't want kids? Or is that
Kids are
just
the
not a
worst.
concept?
that's what it doesn't matter. It's what she wants.
Yeah, see, I mean, here's the thing. I
I have one of those too, man. I know your pain.
One of my sisters has already procreated. As far as I'm concerned, she's done the job for me. She can have the damn thing.
She carries the bloodline. It's fine.
Anyway, back to gaming.
Yeah, right. We kind of went off on a tear.
So Valve has announced that the dev kits for Valve's Steam VR headset, the Vive, produced by HTC, is going to be free for select developers. So what that means is, unlike Oculus, where it doesn't matter who you are, you spend $350, you get a dev kit, and you can be sitting at home just messing with it, or you can actually be developing for it. But either way, you've got that investment in it.
Right.
Valve is saying that certain developers, obviously not all developers, because if we wanted to be, we could probably just list ourselves as a developer and get a Steam, get a kit, and that wouldn't work. But certain developers will get the development kit for free so that they can. And this is a smart move, because what'll happen, the more especially high end developers that get developing for the Vive, when it finally releases, supposedly in November of 2015, so this year.
Really?
Yeah. There will be
Metal Gear Solid, not Metal Gear Solid. Damn it. Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Half-Life 3 confirmed. When they do finally release this, hopefully they will have a nice stable of games people want to play, and they have a higher probability of getting this sold out the door and have it actually take off. Because the Rift is and I still believe that VR in one way or another is the future of gaming. It's not the only future of gaming, but you're always going to have the hardcore core, just that core group of people that are like, this is awesome. I mean, I'm one of those people. I'm so looking forward to the Rift or the Vive or the Morpheus coming out to a consumer market. So are those going to exist
as a periphery accessory, or are there going to be games specifically developed for it?
Probably both.
Both.
Okay.
Well, for instance, the Rift, there are games currently. For instance, Elite Dangerous. The Elite Dangerous runs on the Rift. It runs on EJ's single monitor PC. It'll work on my triple monitor PC. It'll work on a Rift. But right now, because it's in development, you have to toy with it a little bit.
Gotcha.
They're trying to get it developed to the point where it's plug and play.
Right.
You might have to flick a switch and some software.
I feel like that's going to be next to impossible.
Not really. Again, as you get more and more companies actively developing for things like the Rift and the Vive, it'll be a little more plug and play because, if a company... You already have companies that are doing PC, PS3, PS4, back to back to back. Adding in a different version for the Vive, for instance, or a different Switch for the Vive, wouldn't be terribly bad.
Right.
Like I said, there are current games out. You can run Elite Dangerous. There was a build of Minecraft that would run on the Rift. There's so many games. There's actually more games out than you think that you can actually run on them.
God bless the modding community.
Yeah, really. But that's right. Well, it's almost not even modding community at that point. They're technically developers. If they have an early dev kit.
Yeah, but if they're modding other games. If they're getting Minecraft to run on the
Minecraft, that was happening. Notch was developing that before Facebook bought the.
That's right. I forgot about that.
And then he said actively before Facebook bought, if Facebook buys them, I'm walking, and that's what happened. But
going back to my point that Facebook isn't going anywhere.
Yeah, well, Notch walked away, and of course then Notch sold
Kojang.
Words?
No, Microsoft.
Kojang.
No, it wasn't Kojang. I think it was just Microsoft. Mojang.
Sold to Microsoft.
Mojang.
Did he sell Mojang or did he just sell Minecraft?
He sold Mojang.
Yeah, so it might still come out on the Rift, or it'll come out on the HoloLens, which is Microsoft's augmented reality / VR.
That's close enough.
Yeah, I mean, I think
it looks awesome.
It looks like you can game on it, but it looks like it's a little more Google Glass-esque.
Speaking of, did you guys hear that they canceled that?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
They canceled that a while ago.
Bullshit.
I
was so excited for Google Glass. I've seen one. They're amazing.
I got invited to the beta test for it.
So you got invited to pay $1,500.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's really no.
Yeah. That's really awesome, but no. Go straight to hell.
I wanted to look like a douchebag and wear a Dave Matthews Band shirt.
Well, if you wanted to look like a douchebag, you just sit there.
Don't hate on Dave Matthews.
Whenever any of his songs come on, I'm under the table and screaming.
I see what you did there.
Ears. No, but I'm still really, really psyched about the Vive. I mean, Valve has a bunch of hardware coming out November 2015. They've got supposedly, yeah. I kind of want to try out the controller. I want to see how that does. It looks interesting. They've got a few more Steam boxes, Steam OS, that sort of stuff, and then of course the Vive is set for November 2015. And I think if Valve put that on, because it's on Steam. It's not like some random obscure article out somewhere. If you go to for at least for a couple days anyway, when you went to Steam, you could go to their hardware and see that it had a release date of November 2015. So, yeah, I'm just waiting to find out how much it's going to cost, so I know how many kidneys I have to sell. I mean, not my kidneys, other people's kidneys.
Right.
Homeless people, Phillies.
But they're saying that the price point. I think they were aiming for. It was either the Rift or the Vive was aiming for between a $200 and a $400 price point. I can't remember which it is now.
That's a nice margin.
Bad.
No, it really isn't.
No,
it really isn't. Especially if it's closer to that $200 mark.
Right.
Even $300. I mean, like I said, the current
even $400 if it's worth that much to you. If you were going to buy one,
I think you're going to have a bigger audience out the gate. The lower you can keep it. That's the thing.
Well, obviously.
So, if someone like me, what is it? 400, 500, 600.
What are the odds?
What do I have to do?
What are the odds that Valve is going to turn around and make the Vive first-party exclusive to Steam boxes?
Steam boxes, I think unlikely, honestly.
They don't have the install for it.
Yeah,
They don't.
They won't. They're smarter than that.
yeah. But I mean,
I can tell because Half-Life 3 is out.
They confirmed they're not even working on it. So
Gabe was vague about that.
no one.
He wasn't that vague.
But he didn't mention.
He didn't
it
mention
by
Half-Life
name.
3 by name.
Half-Life 3 confirmed. God damn it!
I prefer, honestly, at this point, I prefer Portal 3.
Portal 3 would be a thing, and that's all I'm going to say about that.
How accurate of you.
Speaking of PC gaming, not PC gaming in this country, although
we've had wonderful transitions tonight.
Halo Online is
it's a Russian-only Halo.
It's a Russian-only.
FPS.
Yeah, it's.
Who cares?
Yeah,
I want
it's
this.
news.
Next.
It's gonna.
I want it.
Next.
It's called Halo. That's what Halo Online is in this country. It's called Halo.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? I've been avoiding this article because my brain.
No, honestly, at this point, there are really like two big pieces of news left, and that's Konami booting Kojima,
which
and
a little
all
bit
of that going downhill.
Yeah, you know more about that.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh, you didn't hear that?
Oh, this is gonna be.
Buckle up.
I want to see
They took
your
his
face.
name off of all of his games.
Yeah, they did.
Holy shit! For real?
They removed his name from Metal Gear Solid 5. They removed Kojima Productions from Metal Gear Solid 5. They dissolved Kojima Productions.
What?
They locked down his staff's email and internet access in the Konami offices. And
Why?
They renamed the office in California.
Yeah, they did that. They canceled his podcast where he's been talking about Metal Gear for since he started developing it.
Yeah, there was a live stream or something that was supposed to go off to like today.
As I understand, it was
that
just
they pushed back.
Just like a power struggle between Kojima and Konami. And
Those
not even
fools.
a power. Yeah,
Well,
right?
you said it earlier, and I think you're right. I think you're right on the nose with.
That Konami realized that Kojima's name is bigger than theirs.
Yeah, and they didn't like that.
That Kojima is the brand at this point
Yeah.
because he's the creative director on all of their
Dick
franchises
Konami.
right now. He directed the last Castlevania. He's directing the new Silent Hill with Del Toro.
Oh my god!
Metal Gear Solid.
I cannot wait for that game.
It should theoretically still be good. We talked about it last week. If
Which
that
game?
ever comes out, Silent Hill.
Yeah. That's right.
And it's just, I have no idea where they're going, where he's going to be going. It's interesting to think about.
Well, now, like, how does that translate? Like, so
He's going to remain with the company through the release of Metal Gear Solid 5.
okay, but then like, so I guess Metal Gear 5 is still like Konami's.
It's still Konami's, but Kojima had complete control over it.
Right.
It's still Kojima Metal Gear Solid.
But what I'm saying is, like, he couldn't then go branch off and make his own development company
Well, no,
and make
he
Metal
could,
Gear
because,
6 or some
who
shit,
was
right?
it?
Konami owns Metal Gear.
But who was it that did the original Mega Man?
Oh yeah, I
Because
forget his
he
name,
broke
but
off.
He did that.
Yeah, I can't remember his name either, and I should know.
Capcom
Yeah.
sucks.
Spiritual successors.
Yeah, because he came out and he opened his own development company.
Well put.
and then called it. All the art direction and all the style is very similar, but he called it Mighty Number 9 as opposed to Mega Man.
Word.
And it looks awesome.
Yeah,
if it ever comes out.
Yeah.
It's still in development hell.
It was kickstarted.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mega Man was developed. Was it Akira? 3 creators. Oh yeah, it was Keiji Inafune.
Yeah, that sounds.
It was
right.
Inafune who left and did Mighty Number 9.
I love Mega Man and Smash Bros. For the Wii U.
He's all right.
I
I like Pac-Man better.
The last Smash.
He's a tough character.
Yeah.
The last Smash Brothers I played was on the GameCube.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the Wii version is great.
Wii U version's better.
I sold my.
Yeah,
I
that's what I
sold
meant.
my
Sorry.
Wii because I couldn't. I never played it.
I won one for free at work. It was awesome.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the problem. Getting a free Wii is kind of like getting a free puppy.
Yeah.
Because you're still gonna pay $800 in peripherals.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's not really a free Wii because you need all those goddamn peripherals to play anything.
No, you don't.
Okay, if you for the Wii anyway, if you wanted to play with more than one
Well, this
person,
is a Wii U that I got.
Oh, you got a Wii U.
Yeah,
That's even better.
yeah.
I don't know anything about the Wii U because I opted out after the Wii because I was like
I
For the
still have a Wii too.
All you need to know is that you use all the things from the Wii that you didn't use.
oh then I'd have
Yeah.
to rebuy all that crap. Well, fuck that.
You don't need all that.
Right?
You don't actually. The Wii U gamepad is actually a really
Okay.
cool controller concept.
You don't know this about me, but you two do. So I do a lot of co-op gaming
Okay.
because luckily enough, I lucked out and was able to get a very pretty girl that actually likes to video game to marry me.
Nice.
So I will buy literally anything that I can co-op through with her
Yeah.
to keep her involved.
But you have to buy a second controller for pretty much every
Anything.
console.
right. But then I have other people that I play with. So like I was literally $400 or $500 deep in peripherals when they announced it.
Yeah, but that's still-
when they announced it. E3 2010 that all of their big announcements are going to be more fucking peripherals that you had to buy if you wanted to play any of the games coming out.
The only thing they announced was Motion Plus.
Right.
Which is just a
That's the
different
only
controller.
thing they announced. was
And the
Motion
only
Plus.
thing that was really used for was Skyward Sword. No, it was optional for everything
Or
else.
no, there were a lot of games that Motion Plus.
Yeah, but they were terrible games.
well, that's the other problem. There wasn't anything good on the Wii.
But there's always Zelda.
I'm not. I'm not a Zelda.
Now
fan.
we're talking about a real segue. Zelda for the Wii U got pushed back out of 2015.
Yeah.
And they're not going to show it at E3.
Oh, those bastards.
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise
And
me.
speaking of
No.
pushbacks, Batman
Arkham
Knight.
it only got
Yes.
pushed back like 2 weeks.
3.
Who cares?
It did.
If they
but
want
it was
June
a birthday
23rd.
present for me,
if they-
and now it's not.
It doesn't matter. I've already given myself off for the new release date, and if it changes again, I'll give myself off for that
If-
day too because I don't give a shit.
if they want another
Well,
month
that's
to
fair.
polish, please do.
Right. And did you see that new gameplay trailer? It's amazing.
That's fine. I'm not really complaining. But did you hear their announcement? Their conclusion to the Arkham trilogy.
Yeah.
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 I love
that
that
sounds
they
about
just-
right.
Origins? What? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Origins was nothing more than just a mod of Arkham City. That's
Yeah.
all it was.
Origins is the only one that I went through, played the story, and didn't collect every single thing.
Well, because you
multiple
couldn't, because the game
times.
was so goddamn broken, you
It was.
couldn't get
Origins was very
all the
broken.
achievements.
I played through the
haven't played
game.
Origins yet.
I
Don't.
played through the
might
game
have
without using the free flow combo skill because I glitched past unlocking it.
Oh.
So I played through on double hard mode.
You
Yeah,
have
right.
a bad habit of doing that because didn't you glitch? What was it, Halo 3 or Halo Reach?
I don't know what the hell that was. It was 4.
Was it 4?
I beat the game.
Uh-huh.
I got the achievement for beating the game. But on the save game status bar, I didn't beat the game, and it didn't unlock all the stuff I get
You're
for
only
beating
the
game.
second person
Keep in
I've
mind, I
ever-
beat it on Legendary, and I had to do it again.
You're the second person, but only the second person I've ever heard had that problem, and the other person I don't know personally.
Arkham Knight is the only game that I've bought a limited or special edition release for.
I do need a. I'm gonna do at some point. Go buy the special edition for Arkham Knight because I want the statue.
I stopped
I don't
buying.
think
I
it's
stopped
the
buying
Arkham
special
I'll find out.
editions.
I'll find it
Word.
somewhere. Okay.
You can buy the. I'm sure you can buy the statue on eBay.
I'll
It comes
find
with a new 52 skin for Batman from the comics. I've seen it.
New
It's
50
amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
I actually have it on my phone.
I've stopped buying special editions and stuff because when they used to give away cool stuff like the Halo Reach statue or the the helmet, the Master Chief helmet, or one of the things that I got was I think it was Arkham City. Was that the Batarang?
I think
Arkham Asylum was
Arkham Asylum. They did the Batarang
and then wasn't the grapnel Arkham City?
No, Arkham City was the Batman statue.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I have that, and it's awesome.
The way the Batarang looked, because in all the promotional stuff, it looked like it was supposed to look. I mean,
it looked cool.
It wasn't gonna look. It wasn't gonna be metal.
It was a very cheap build.
It literally looked like something. It looked like a plastic piece that had been badly painted, dropped on a cement floor, and then kicked around.
Yeah,
like that. That was their like. I mean,
it made it look like worn or whatever.
Yeah, and it was just done so crappily that like. And then the last few years, so many companies have gotten away from like actual physical collectibles. They get into like
DLCs and crap like that.
DLCs and skins that I'm probably never going to use or I don't care about.
And it's all going to be timed anyway. They'll release the skin packs. They'll release the...
in a lot of cases, yeah.
They never did release the Joker mission for 360. That's
they never did. And then I bought it for PS3 because I'm smart. But no, it's just one of those things where they started getting away from the physical stuff, and that really bothered me. Yeah, it just felt like it was they were kind of cheaping out. No, but yeah, it's just once they started getting away from physical stuff, I stopped caring.
Yeah, I was looking at the special edition for Mortal Kombat X, and I just couldn't justify.
Now, have they done the same thing? Like for instance, like Watch Dogs did, where if they come out with a DLC or a special edition, something that I really want, I might nut up the extra $20 or $30. Okay. Even if it's DLC, if it's something that really I think is going to help me or looks really cool, whatever. But like Watch Dogs, for instance, to get all of the DLC, you had to buy like, what was it, 6 or 7 different versions of it.
For no, that was Evolve.
It was both. Right. Watch Dogs had like...
Did Watch Dogs do
Watch Dogs had like 8 different versions.
Nothing's worse than what Evolve did.
I don't actually know what Evolve did.
I'll show you that later because I don't have the time to read that list.
Okay, all right.
It was literally like 18 different editions, each one with like, this one had a different pack, that one had a different pack, this one had all the characters fully unlocked, so screw playing it to unlock all the characters. Skins, more unlocked characters, new characters, third monsters.
But like you were saying earlier,
in a
lot of cases later, you're just going to be able to buy all that crap anyway.
Yeah, it was all said and done, I believe all of the extra DLC for Evolve is like $350.
Oh, God.
I was looking into getting the Mortal Kombat X Collector's Edition. It's $120 for a goddamn Scorpion statue. You don't get anything else.
It's just a Scorpion statue?
Just a Scorpion
statue. Is it a good statue?
It doesn't come with the game, though.
Well, yeah, it comes with the game.
Well, the Halo 3 Master Chief Helmet Edition, the Legendary Edition, was
statue.
That was $120. The same thing with Reach. That was about $120.
Halo 3 was $150.
$150. That's right. No, you're right.
I know that because I bought it.
Yeah, no, so did I. But it's been a few years, and my memory isn't what it used to be.
I got the Uncharted 3 Special Edition.
How was that? What came with that?
A little Nathan Drake statue, which was actually a good one.
Okay.
His ring, his belt buckle, came in a cool little packaging thing, and it was the metal case.
Nice.
I say it was worth it. Came with a bunch of stuff.
Cool. Well, going on to like more current games, I'll bring this up because it's just too good not to bring up. Far Cry 4. I was waiting on picking that up, and it showed up today.
I saw that.
I bought it on...
I hate you, by the way.
Amazon is running... I don't know how long they're running it for, but as of today being Saturday the 28th, it's still listed on Amazon for $30, so half off.
Why are you just telling me this?
You're presumably sitting in front of a computer.
Presumably nothing. He is.
But
do you want me to send you the link? I'll send you the link.
Do it.
No, I can.
I'll send it to him in Fiend Phone too, so he has it from every angle.
Yeah, here it comes.
Like, I haven't played any of the Far Cry games, but it just, every Let's Play I see in it just looks so good and like so much fun.
There it is.
And I'm sucker for first-person shooters.
And I'm not 30 and half off. And half. Although I will say this, the version I got, the PlayStation 4 version, apparently comes with 10 codes for so 10 friends can play the multiplayer for free. So if you just want to,
What?
Yeah, it's and again, being a co-op, being a co-op hoarder like I am.
Well, the co-op in 4, you can't progress through the main story. It's all just the co-op missions.
Oh yeah, no, I know, I don't
Okay.
care.
All right, let's just
No,
say.
co-op's co-op for me. I mean, if it's
Yeah.
even if there's a separate co-op storyline, I'm cool with
The
it.
competitive multiplayer is also awesome.
Competitive multiplayer. I don't care as much. It's co-op. I want people to play with, not against, in a lot of cases. But that's the thing. So, yeah. But I figured that was a little shopping tip for anyone who hasn't picked that up yet. Like me, because you're either poor or dumb. Because I'm occasionally both.
Occasionally
that's
both.
why I'm waiting on Handsome Jack collection.
Oh my god!
I own
I
own them already, and I'm like, all right, there's like 2 DLCs I don't have that are included in it. It's not worth $60 for me yet.
I disagree.
Yet.
It's out already.
I have to have it.
Is it?
it is. It came out like last
You
week.
have
Yeah.
such a hard-on for that series.
I do. I really do.
It is so good.
It
I
is.
can't wait to play the Telltale
We-
game.
Oh,
I want it to be finished, and then I'm gonna play it.
Oh, what, all 5 episodes out?
No.
No, only the first 2 are out.
No. That's what I mean. You're waiting till all 5 come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first 2 are out. I'm actually planning on live streaming me playing through 1 and 2, and then 3, 4, and 5 as they come out. The one thing I'm super stoked about for the Handsome Jack collection, and it's the dumbest thing ever for me to be stoked about, but 4-player local co-op, like 4-player couch co-op.
Yeah.
I'm so happy about that.
I can't wait for it either.
Oh my god, you'll have to drive all the way up here so we can couch co-op.
I'll be there I'll be there on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, is it Wednesday? Good.
Yep.
Good.
So I have to pull
Good.
$60 out of somewhere.
By the time people are listening to this, I'll be there.
Yeah, awesome. You assume people listen to this. You're adorable.
Look,
You'd have to release it first.
I have at least one friend who listens to our stuff.
Does he listen to my stuff? Because
I think so.
Fix
He
that.
has.
Look at him
Okay.
being all
He-
self-deprecating.
he really likes CNP,
awesome.
and I
As
know
he
he's listened to
should.
some of both Redacted and Shonen Show. So
Yeah, Redacted is evolving. Pretty soon we're going to be on iTunes as well. That's a thing for in the future, not too far in the
Yay.
future actually. And we're working on getting a set release schedule for Redacted because it's been a little hit or miss the last couple months because of other stuff going on.
I'm always game to come back.
Cool. So, Bloodborne.
Oh, Bloodborne.
Bloodborne.
We recorded a video for Bloodborne.
Yeah,
You'll see that probably 4 days ago.
Yeah.
It's
It should be out. It should be out about the same time this audio is out, and I mean actually maybe before this.
It'll
is
definitely be out before.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow, being Sunday. Hopefully, if I can work through the night, because it's a lot of editing. But anyway, we did a let's play on that.
Yeah.
Well,
Nader.
more about that later.
Nader played.
Nader
and
played.
We drank every time he died.
Yeah, the shot every death.
How drunk were you guys?
Surprisingly, not very.
Our
We,
tolerances are that of
but
adults.
we only did. This is going to be a multi-part
Was
series.
that a jab?
No.
It's going to be a multi-part series. So the first hour and a half and a good 20 minutes of that initially was character creation, and that
That was a thing.
I was watching him play that
so
last
that's
night.
just souls dying,
yeah.
not actual death in the game.
He couldn't clear the first boss, so the boss itself is going to be a part in and of itself.
Yeah,
so
pretty
we're going
much.
to need another handle of fireball.
Yeah, we kicked
We
it.
killed
Yikes.
that.
We killed it. We didn't. It wasn't fresh when we started, but we killed it.
It was about half dead. It's probably about
But
a fifth. It was fifth.
Still though.
Yeah.
But going back to Bloodborne, so their game came out last Tuesday.
Yes.
The next day, the trademark was abandoned. I'm sorry, the
Day
day
before.
before, the trademark was abandoned by Sony.
Really?
Yeah,
they've done that a couple times in the last month.
They did it with Last Guardian because they didn't respond to the request
Because I think
to file
their
an
legal
extension.
team switched over.
So you think
It was a lapse in.
okay.
No, they renewed it or they applied to renew it. I know. It's there was like a change in legal team for Sony,
Okay.
And I guess it just slipped under the radar because a bunch of other games trademarks lapsed.
Yeah,
as
but
well.
I mean, Last Guardian, like a new one hasn't come out, like a re-release or anything hasn't come out in a
the
while.
first one hasn't come out.
That's right. I'm thinking of an entirely different game.
Yes, you are.
No, but yeah, it's. How do you miss like the game's coming out the next day? How do you let that lapse?
You're dumb.
I did not reply to that email.
Yeah,
that's exactly-
You're absolutely, you're
Yeah,
absolutely.
Someone missed it, or it got sent to the old legal team, and the new one didn't get it
Yeah.
after the transition or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah. No,
Human error.
I haven't played any of the Souls games, and I may need to fix that. But
Neither have I.
I really watching Nader play Bloodborne. I'm gonna have to get Bloodborne.
See, I was watching him play it last night. Maybe I'm in the minority here. I wasn't that impressed.
I'm not saying I was impressed, but it looks like something I would enjoy.
It's a game for filthy casuals.
Those types of games, if you ever want to watch me rage quit, I just sit me in front of one of those and tell me I'm not allowed to stop.
Yeah.
All right.
Just put the gun to your head.
Yeah, pretty much.
And in Bloodborne, you can. There's actually firearms in this, as opposed to the older ones were all medieval style combat.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, like, I feel like they try very hard to just make the game purposely difficult. And like, I feel like I feel like they tap into a weird section of nostalgia that's very much broken.
I wouldn't even call it nostalgia. I would call it just machismo.
Well, what I'm saying is I feel like they mistakenly equate like, oh, well, the games that I played back when I was a kid, like the old 2D platformers and stuff, were super difficult. So that must mean that difficult equals good. And I don't think
Battletoads
that's the
confirmed.
case. Exactly. I don't think that like making a game that absurdly, obscenely,
Some people look at it as
crotch punchingly difficult.
Some
is,
people look at it as you know, you get the people who are elitist about it, and like, oh, I'm this good, and then you get people that look at it as like an actual achievement.
Yeah, some people confuse old games with being hard with being soul-crushingly broken.
Yeah,
A lot of those old games weren't hard; they were just broken.
yeah,
True.
or not
Battletoads
coded,
confirmed.
not coded, not coded, or not really programmed particularly well.
right.
Broken.
Yeah. A goddamn Ninja Turtles and that goddamn water level.
Don't even start with me.
I'm convinced that any water level in any game is just the bane of everyone's
It's
existence.
because it's terrible. Swimming in games is awful.
True.
Echo the
Looking at
Dolphin
you,
returns.
Water Temple. What?
Echo the Dolphin.
I forgot about Echo. Echo was awesome.
Everyone brings that up, and I was thinking about Spyro the Dragon for some reason. I think it's just
Close.
Because it's the thing.
Probably.
Yeah.
Or, you know, anthropomorphic personification, the whatever animal.
Echo
it
was
is.
anthropomorphic. Echo was a literal dolphin.
It didn't talk or anything.
Nope, just a dolphin.
Just a dolphin.
Yep.
Okay. With that, we're about out of time. So until next time, I've been Sean.
I'm EJ.
I'm Sean also.
I'm delayed.
And also Lucy.
And Moochie.
Until next time, thanks for listening and keep gaming.
See you guys.